Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and this is Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. Now, this is for the second Sunday of Easter, not after Easter, but of Easter, as we're still in the season of Easter, and this is for anyone who's been preaching these texts for a couple of years. You know that the Sunday following Easter is always the gospel lesson that has Thomas wanting what everybody else got to see, and that's Jesus and the marks in the hands and all of that. But I'm not doing that for the children's sermon for this Sunday. I'm looking at the first lesson, which is out of Acts, where it talks about the church that gave everything that they had to each other. They shared their possessions, and the apostles talked about their experience of the resurrection, and it's from the resurrection the creation of the church. And I love that, the sense that these folks are gathered around. But so what I'm going to do, the item I'm using is these sea life creatures, and the sea life and different creatures. Now, there's about 10 of them in here, and I have usually about 10 kids that come up, or less, so it's not overflowing. If you have more kids, you're going to want to get another pack of these, because what you're going to do is you open these up, and I'm going to be playing with these creatures. We're going to be playing with these creatures and have a little story, and then I'll give one to one, and he'll ask him to start playing with me, and I'll give another one to another one, ask her to start playing with me, and then all of a sudden, all the kids have one of these, and we're playing together. And talking about how when we take what God has given us or lent us or entrusted to us that God gave us, and if we have that stuff and we share it with those who are around us, we receive as well. That our call is to take what we have and share it with those who are gathered around us, and we all become part of the story. That Jesus shared his life with us and his death and resurrection, and it changes our life, and we are part of that story. And when we share what God has given us with one another, we become part of that full story, that we are part of God's plan. I have a hard time with that word. I don't know if I'll use that word, but God's guidance, God's vision for the world. So that's what I'm using. These marine animals, and there were a bunch of different things in the Dollar Tree that you could share and play with. I like these because they weren't army men. They had army men, and they had all those things. And if you want to do that, fine, and that works well. But this moves it away from getting into a fight scene in the thing. Though that could happen. There's a shark in here. But there are also other things that you can share with. If you like me, if you have a kid that's into Legos and they've got the little figurines, you could get 10 or 12 of them. The issue, though, you want to make sure, especially if you're using your kids' stuff, the kids get to take this when they're done. They get to take it with them, and so they can be reminded that of what the children's sermon was. So there you are. I hope you can use it. And in the Sunday the second Sunday of Easter, we are reminded that he is risen. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. And so I hope you have a blessed week, and I hope this Easter season is full of joy for you. All right, thanks for stopping by, and have a great week.